JD here, and as you can see, we are AOR Bahrain, and also you can see, hopefully there's no pitchforks this time in the comments or anything, what we are on the wheel, and this is my first full race back on the wheel, and I've never done it around Bahrain before, and this is a track that I've been consistent at, but it's not usually a track I've particularly enjoyed, to be honest. I just don't enjoy the track at all, and I kind of really struggled to put a proper lap together around here. So in practice you'll be able to see I did a 27.8 in practice. I didn't get too much running around here, to be honest, because I was away this weekend and then came back and I only managed to do a couple of sessions before the thing. So I was actually pretty happy about being back on the wheel again from being on the controller for a while. I was actually quite happy of managing to get in 27s, which is not really too bad, to be honest. I know there's just so much room for improvement. I can just feel I can just be so much more committed in the corners and the braking zones and traction and everything. I know there's just so much more, so I was pretty good. I was actually pretty happy with some of the practice laps I did in the pace, doing like 31s in the race as well, like mid 31s, like 31 6s, 7s or something like that, which was only a few tenths off people like the Flying Finn and people like that. So I was actually pretty happy. I'm just really wanting to see how I develop throughout the season. You can see this is my lap here, my fastest lap, which is the only lap I did, and you'll be able to see why. For some reason my 3G, my internet, my area Wi-Fi was just having a really bad day. Everyone's internet was just blowing up. Pretty much the coverage was pretty much going off and on all the time. And you can see this just as a little clip of one of the practice laps I did on the Friday, something far away. This is one of them, 27.8, which is not too bad. I know I felt I could have done a 6 or something if I hooked up a proper lap. Anything quicker would have been really almost perfect for me, but at this stage. But you can see coming to the pits now, and my internet just turned off pretty much, and that happened in practice as well on the Sunday. And half an hour before, just the coverage in my area. That's the first time on this internet that I've actually disconnected. So rest in peace, back to 2014 days. And I eventually got back into the lobby, but as you can see, there's only 45 seconds left. So the 28.3, just as the first lap, really, just as a warm up, really, that was the only lap I got to do. So it means I'm going to start 12th, and you can see my setup here: 19 wings with 11 ballast. Good stability, good turning. It felt pretty comfortable. I just wanted a comfortable setup to use. And you can see if we did an 8, I think 8.53, that would have was P8. I think I could have done a 7. You know, a 6 is P3, almost a 7 is P3. I think with more practice, we could have definitely done that. So optimistic for the future, but we're going to start on the soft tyres here. Because there's no point starting the super softs, just soft tyres, go along into the first stint. My pace in the mediums in the practice was actually really good, but you can see coming into here now, you can see EVR Reynolds is lagging quite a bit, but in fairness to him, my internet was not doing too good itself. As you can see, I don't know what's happening. I think a few cars are just going off and on, and we're just trying to avoid them, just trying so hard not to get wing damage, and as a result of that, we've just been swamped because the connection is not smooth at all, as well as the FPS, as you may notice. There needs to be improvements in this game. I don't know if it was just my internet at this stage. As I said, my internet really wasn't working well at all on this day. I just don't know if it's having a meltdown from like the temperature or something. I don't know, but anyway, gone back to P16, not where I want to be. But we've just got to make up some positions now. And I won't be talking throughout this whole video because there's not really too much to talk about. The only thing I can say is that my pace was really good. And Rosberg, who was ahead of me just before this video finishes, he actually finished P5, and I was actually closing in on him by a couple of attempts a lap as well. And with the wheel tyre wear, I felt pretty confident I could have got him. So it's just a bit of perspective, and I was just driving better and better each lap. As we made quite a good move on Sam there, actually quite a committed move, because everyone was just lagging for me. I don't know if anyone else had these issues in the lobby, but for me, just quite a bit of lag in this lobby. So I was just really just trying not to get any damage or anything at all, but it felt good being on the wheel. It feels really, really nice. It just feels there's just so much, as I said in my last video, or the video title, there's just a lot of potential in this. I just really just got to grind hard now, grind hard for practice, and just see how far I can get in this season. And my goal really is if I can get a few podiums with the wheel, or even challenge for a win, that would be like a dream pretty much. If I could do that, then and just potentially have a battle for likes of Evo, Finn or someone at some point this season with the wheel, it feels really good because it does feel really satisfying to drive, just so smooth on the steering and the power. As you can see, Reynolds, I think his car is just lagging. He's actually still in P3, I think, so his car is just ghosting and lagging at this point. So yeah, I've just been very, very aware of the connection. On the soft tyre, these guys ahead of us, I think their tyres are probably going to go off from like lap 5, 6, 7. So if we can stay with them now, which we do, because we've got quite a good pace as Leopard actually goes out wide, so we've gone back into P14. If we can keep up with these guys, then towards the end of the race we should be having much better pace, because for a one stop it is quite touch and go. To do that, it's actually pretty difficult. So if we can stay with these guys, we should be quite a bit quicker at the end of the race, and we shouldn't get undercutted by too much really. So that was my strategy really, feeling pretty good. Doing, as I said, 31.7, 67s when I was on the super soft tyres. We go down the inside of Drawmaster, almost making it stick, but he gets a slightly compromised exit, so go alongside him, going up through the gears. Now this is a very difficult corner for me, braking 100 metre ball, but he actually decides to let us go, so fair play to him. And throughout the rest of this we just drive better and better each time, catching the slide nicely, and we catch up to the cars ahead. But I'm just going to leave you with this video now. I'll just let you enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts of me on the wheel, how you think I drove really, or anything like that, any tips, advice. I always read everyone's comments, so thank you for the support. Hopefully you stay with me on this journey to see how far I can go this season. It felt really fun to drive this race, but very frustrating. Don't really feel it was the game's fault too much this time, but I know the FPS needs to be improved big time, and hopefully my internet doesn't blow up next time as well. So we go down the inside of Pinecone. There it is, Pinecone there. Leaves a little bit of space. We'll go get a goodish exit up here, and see there might be a little bit of lag here. Actually no, there isn't. Actually yeah, there is. So we're going to go down the inside, trying to avoid as much as possible, getting a good exit, but we're not going to get him into here, so we're just going to back off for his right left section. Another corner I just find really just awkward to do, along with this next right hander, this one here. Right, look, we've got Danny inside and someone has gone off. I don't know what has happened here. A Denny M7 in the Red Bull having a little bit of a moment there as Pincone's thinking about Danny inside, and yeah, we're going to go Danny inside as well, just trying to make the most of this opportunity, which we do. You can see just the lag there. If we were behind him, we're going to get some wind damage, but I'm just going to leave you with the rest of us now, so hopefully you just enjoy the rest of this shortish video. I will catch you next time. Peace.